And I think we're live. Hey, good morning. Happy Scrumming. And we're in. I could turn it off. There we go. Turn the music off. One day we'll figure it out. It's kind of slow today. The computer's not working too swiftly. Anyway, good morning. 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. I am Greg, Mester Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And this is where we talk about Scrum and Agile in a practical, tactical way. Today I want to talk about adaption at Daily Scrum, how to use the Daily Scrum to work together to help prioritize backlog work and versus individual stories, and how we got to get over that hump where everyone's thinking it's individual effort and what Scrum's really about. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to keep it short because I know it's later in the morning than normal. And I got tree people coming in to help take care of the tree in my yard. So it's a big tree. It's a 100-year-old tree. I want to make sure it's healthy and safe for everyone. Anyway, it's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And here on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show, we talk Agile and Scrum in a practical and technical way so that you can get value, get your customers what they want, network crazy hours as a team, and have a little fun and get home to family and friends and enjoy life. So with that, what talking about today is how so many teams, there's a combination between the Agile Manifesto and the Scrum Guide. One is adaption. And one part of adaption is supposed to happen during Daily Scrum. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't, right? So where Daily Scrum's about is it's not about individual tasks or stories that are assigned to individuals and people reporting out how they're doing, what they get done, whatever. It's also about, hey, we have a backlog for the sprint and we want to get so much work done. And everyone, sometimes they get assigned, they pick stories they're going to work on. Well, when your teammate has trouble and it's taking longer than a day or two to get something done, the whole team needs to adapt, not worry so much about the individual stories they have, but help the teammate that is struggling with their stories. And there has to be an openness and trust between the team. And this is where the Scrum Master has to build that among the team and the members, that people feel free to not worry so much about what they volunteer to get completed, but also spare time to help their partners on the team. And we need to create that environment because, one, it'll get everything faster, to be honest with you. When people are struggling and you're like, oh, I'm looking at my stuff, heads down on my stuff. Scrum Master's job is also to bring everyone's heads aware of what's going on around the team, to elevate that issue, talk to people having troubles into the trust of the team to help them solve the problem, build a safe environment for them to solve problems they're having. Because sooner individuals get their work done, the sooner the entire team gets the backlog done. And you have to understand that the one story isn't the entire backlog. It's the backlog of the whole team. And if one person fails, the whole team kind of comes down. And the idea is that in Scrum, it's designed in the Daily Scrum for people to be able to say, hey, I'm having a little trouble in this. I could really use some help. And then other members of the team can say, hey, I have some time at 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, after lunch, whatever. I can come over and help you with that stuff. And that's what that Daily Scrum, that's what that little interaction is between people, is about a Daily Scrum. It's not so much about what I did yesterday and what I'm going to do tomorrow. I mean, there's part of that where you talk about, hey, I did this, it's coming your way, or I should be finished this tomorrow. And if there's anybody else on the team that has to take it on, will be available. Or if you want the product owner to do a review, what you did, or however you want to do that communication has happened during the Daily Scrum. Now, there's nothing that says it has to be at the Daily Scrum. There's other communication mechanisms that throughout the day, if people are struggling, they can voice that out. But what we need to create is that ability to adapt. So even though we have a plan, this person, Greg, got this story, Jane's got this story, Bob's got that story, Sarah's got this story, right? That's there, right? However, we should be able to adapt from that plan if people are struggling. Like this one's a lot harder one. I could use like a couple of people, and that's where you swarm in and you're adapting to the plan a little bit because it was onesie, onesie, onesie. Maybe you need 2 or 3 people to help solve a problem because it's a little more difficult than originally thought. And if it's not, then we're really not pushing the envelope sometimes, right? So that should be expected. That'll be difficult, and we expect you to ask for help because build a better product than exists now. And I just saw a matrix glitch. Oh, it just glitched. Anyway, so that's what I just want to share today. It's a simple thing. Think about as you're doing Daily Scrum. Look at your team. Are they offering help? Is there a safe place? Is there trust that they can do that? Is the going in team norm that we assume you're going to get? That would be an awesome team of norm. So let's add this. This is why it's live. It's just come. Let's add a team norm that says we expect you to get stuck. Period. If you're never stuck, then we're not giving you anything hard enough to do, right? Not difficult enough. So we expect you're going to get stuck. We expect that you ask for help. And we expect everyone on the team to offer up their time to help unstick whatever they're working on. That would be an awesome team norm to add to the team norms. So with that, that helps us adapt to what's going on. We have this plan. Everyone's going to do one. Sometimes you get stuck and you got to abandon that plan, come over, help, have 2 or 3 people help somebody get something done, and then you go back to your plan. That's the adaption part in the Scrum. But that's something we don't talk about enough. But that should be how Daily Scrum is operated, in addition to, hey, I'll be done today, and it's coming in your inbox, and I need some people to review if people can free up some time to participate. So I wanted to share that with you. Another example of how the Agile Manifesto and the adaption part, it's a part of it. I mean, it's responding to change over a following plan, right? So that's where we do that modification with the manifesto, and we use different ceremonies and how those ceremonies are supposed to allow the teams to accomplish that. So with that, I'm going to say, have a great day. Happy Scrumming. See you tomorrow. We did our show last night. That should be up there for anybody who wants to view on the jobs. I'm going to try another thing. I think I got another idea I want to do on the jobs market. Look at what's out there. Do some experimenting. I might call a couple of my recruiter friends that I'm connected with and have done in the past. Maybe I'll do an interview on Thursday night or something. Not this Thursday night, but in the future with some recruiters and what they look for and stuff like that. So with that, I want to say thank you very much for your time. You have a great day. Happy Scrumming. And we will see you again one day if I can figure out how to end the broadcast. And I say multiple things. Yeah, I'm ending.